Ever get the feeling that Blue just sometimes taking the piss? So here's their cut price USB podcasting mic that looks like something out of Monsters Inc. Okay, so for Pro Tool users, don't say I don't do anything for you. Here's the Pro Tools booth. Not a lot going on in the Pro Tools landscape. As you can tell, there you go. Pro Tools HD Native, M-Box and Pro Tools Express, Artist Series Control Service, AAX plugins, yeah. We know all about that. So not a lot going on, still fantastic demos and happening booth, but not a lot new in the world of Avid. Here we are at the Arturia booth. You've heard about Spark. Well, this is Sparkle, or Spark LE, I guess. It's a controller. It's cheap. It's you know, it's going to be not much more than 200 bucks for this. So you know, why not? Same applies to Minilab. Like, this is just a baby keyboard controller that it's like a giant dongle for the Arturia software. Like this is like apparently going to be not much more than 100 bucks on the street in Australia, and so why wouldn't you?
I can pretty much access nearly every function of the Mini Nova just from this area here.
Analog modeling synth from Korg, and look, Korg have been doing that for a long time. Anybody remember the Prophecy? So it's laid out a little bit like an analog synth, I suppose, nice and logically. Some good tactile pots. They've been feverishly modeling a whole bunch of very famous filters, so you might be able to recognize some old school classic filters from the likes of Oberheim and Sequential and yada yada yada. 1,500 bucks in Australia, something like that. It's always suspected that Sonar users knew something the rest of us didn't. Sonar have been putting out really amazing new iterations of the software every year, and then seem to spend the rest of the year bug fixing them. So what's the special sauce that makes Sonar so appealing? Check this out. In X2, the Skylight user interface allows you to use a touchscreen display to do the whole iPad gesture stuff. It's pinching and expanding and moving with your hand. But that's a 27-inch touch display. Everybody's going to be doing this in a few years. How cool is that? Here's a couple of old friends. We've still got a 1040 in the garage. It's Yamaha's TX7 expander. Profit 600. Studio Logic Puke Yellow Sledge. What's going on here? Engine by Waldorf. Well, should be good, but what's Waldorf doing attaching itself to this monstrosity? You probably want to know what's happening in the world of Universal Audio. Well, it's still Apollo. But I guess maybe this time last year, everybody said, yeah, I want an Apollo. They didn't really know why. Well, apart from the fact that it's powerful and has a whole bunch of cool plugs. But I think this year, people are starting to get an idea of how to actually use Apollo in tracking and mixing. You have to like these custom skins for the Kurzweil keyboards. It's the Danger Will Robinson skin. So glad the world still allows companies like Teenage Engineering to exist. Just think outside the box, do something crazy. That is brilliant. It forces you to work in a way that gives you results you're just not going to expect. Teen Engineering's idea of a new product launches that little blue crank handle. Yep. With some software, it allows you to do some modulation pitch bend. Yeah. So big release, crank handle. Love it. Cuneo is another company. I just love the idea that they're around and doing their thing and doing it differently. Here's like a little baby mini keyboard controller. Yeah, what can I say? It's not your regular mini key, you know, 32 note, 25 note baby keyboard with a mod wheel. This is something different. It takes tilt. So it's like aftertouch, but it allows for a whole bunch of more expression and poly tilt as well. So yeah, anyway, maybe a little hard to convey it in this noisy environment. The great thing is that it's got CV gate ins and outs, so you can control your old analog gear. So, you know, if you're spending $600, $700, $800 and going to Kenton to try and get some sort of CV gate MIDI converter or whatever it is that you need to do, don't bother. This little guy is very cheap and expressive. Like, you're going to get results you won't expect. Apogee have really latched on to its integration with the iPad and iDevices. Like, here we got a little iPad mini connected up to the new one, straight into the iPad. A little bit of I/O, headphone amp, great for on-the-go stuff. Whoa, look who's gone all Apogee on us. This is the Focusrite booth, and here's the Forte. A gorgeous, gorgeous 2-in, 2-out interface. Love the UI. So text Chris. Have a look at this. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Here's a case of a company, a once great company, losing its way. So here we have Aphex making a frame for 500 series API style modules. Yep, better power, better headphone amps, but yeah, come on guys, let's see something new. You can see the headphone amp over there as well, which we reviewed. Good stuff, but it'd be lovely to see Aphex switching it up a bit, giving us something here. RME continues to cement itself as possibly the most reliable, professional, powerful audio interfaces going around. New range, pretty sleek, pretty minimalist. Demonstrates its ongoing love for Matty. This is pretty. 125 years of Yamaha. And this is the part of the Hall of Fame. Some friends there, old friends, NS10s. Here's another old friend, SPX90. There's a bit of an unusual inclusion, WX7 breath controller. And Yamaha's P2200 power amp. Nice one. Happy birthday, Yamaha.